Do you have to be Bill Gates to own a piece of art? Well, probably, at least an original work by a famous dead artist. For example, a painting by French artist Paul Gauguin will set you back somewhere in the region of $300 million. Cézanne, another French artist, his work is more of a bargain at $250 million. You could buy a private jet and a small island for that much. Don't they have Christmas sales or something? Everyone wants to buy art because, like designer stuff, it makes you feel pretty awesome about yourself. So, when you ask why Prada bags are so expensive, it's the same with art. You pay for the idea and the image, except the price of a painting can exceed the gross domestic product of some countries. So who sets the price and where does it come from? The art market is basically divided into two parts. The primary, the first-time sale, and the secondary market, the resale. Commercial galleries and the art dealers who represent them form the primary market. They search, select, brand art, and set its price. Some art dealers are mega successful. Larry Gagosian, David Zwirner, and members of the Namad family, to name a few. Like talent agents, art dealers are looking for the next Picasso among young artists. These guys decide what the wealthy like, do some good marketing, and charge what billionaires are willing to pay. Yet some artists may feel obliged to them because, without art dealers, they might remain unknown. Then comes the secondary market, the auction houses. They operate in a similar way to eBay. Like eBay, they don't actually own the art, they are pretty much hyped up art pushers. They estimate the value of art based on a number of factors. These include the previous sale price of similar pieces of art, provenance, a history of an artwork's ownership, dimensions, condition, rarity, agreement with a seller. Both dealers and auction houses are mutually dependent on each other, so agreements between the two on offering works represented by the dealer's gallery are also common, especially in the contemporary art world. Then there is the tricky game of underbidding at auction to drive the prices up, or at least keep them from going down. And let's not mention price fixing, numerous forgeries, and art frauds. So, some shady games dominate both markets. When artists kick the bucket, their work often skyrockets. The famous painter Van Gogh died broke as a joke, thinking his masterpiece Starry Night was a flop. Today, Starry Night is worth well over $100 million. That is a pretty lame deal, strike it rich after you die. This is changing. For example, contemporary pop culture artist Jeff Koons, still alive and kicking, recently, his balloon dog sold for $58 million. Another contemporary German artist, Gerhard Richter, had his work, Domplatz Mailand, sold for $37 million. Even Richter is surprised how much his works fetch. To a point, it's rigged. The actual cost of making art is pretty low. It's largely canvas and paint. The astronomical margins cannot even compare to anything in the retail world. So why do we buy expensive brands that are probably identical to knockoffs? Mostly status, but also for the cool factor and feel of uniqueness. The value of art is set by those who buy it. So the question is original art worth the millions when a print could cost $30? To Joe Billionaire, it's the same as buying anything. It's pretty cool to own something that is the only one of its kind in the world. Beauty and aesthetics aside, would you spend millions to feel good about yourself?